What's up, Toasted Cowboy? So, I promised that I'd make a Q&A video for y'all, and y'all asked some pretty good questions, and I have some pretty decent answers, I think. Around 2 minutes in the video, I ran out of footage, so I just went into one of my older hard drives for when I started playing Hunt, and I have hundreds of clips from back then. So, anything you see after 2 minutes, it will look different, I will play different, everything's going to be different. So, just as a heads up for that. Since I put that video out, I've gained 200 and something subscribers. Thank you, every single one of you who subscribed. I really appreciate it. I love you. I love you all. Thank you so much. Words cannot express how much gratitude I have. Thank you. So with all that fluffy BS out of the way, let's jump into the Q&A. DJ Deckard Kane is asking if I ever play in duos and what's my KD. So I'll answer the first one first. I very rarely will play in duos, maybe 90% of my matches are in trios. I'd rather do duos and trios. I'd rather do solos and trios. I would rather Q snipe my friend to do one random in trios. And the only time I'd really play duos is when I encounter the 6-star sweat squads, like back to back. Then I'll hop into duos, just get away from them. I'm not going to really answer my KD. If somebody wants to leak it, that's fine. But KD doesn't really matter. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I've met some great 1.2s. And I've met some horrible 3-point pluses. So, if somebody wants to leak it though, that's fine with me, but I'm not going to acknowledge that. Volgadorf is asking about making videos, feels late to the party, discouragements, and do I have any opinions on that? As well as what would I change about the game? Content creation is daunting. There's millions of people who do it, but only a handful are lucky enough with YouTube algorithm or Twitch algorithm or whatever you want to call it, who actually succeed. It's never too late to try. And that's something I really want to emphasize with you personally, man. You just gotta try it. Something, some video, some time from now will pop off, and then everything else will feel like you did it for something. Don't get discouraged. Just be happy that you tried. And I'll be looking forward to seeing what content you make. If I could change one thing about the game, I would definitely change the new player onboarding system. This game is not new player friendly. And that kind of stings because when I introduce the game to a new player, to a new friend, it doesn't really sit well with them because there's too much information, if you would, too much game knowledge that needs to be acquired before you can really have a fighting chance. And I would 100% change new player onboarding. What would I do? I'd do some photos, some screenshots of the AI, some grunts. This is what to do. These are super effective against them. Just slowly introduce the player to all these things. I know it's a sandbox, so experimenting is kind of the fun part. But it needs to be more streamlined, 100%. Russell Brown is asking, who's my favorite legendary hunter and would I run the Invisible Man Cane? My favorite legendary hunter is pretty obvious. It's Lulu. I think she's awesome. She's got some great in-game models. She's got some cool lore. 10 out of 10. Love Lulu. I'm also a Lulu main in League of Legends, but I don't play that game anymore. Would I run the Invisible Man Cane? I mean, the only time I will willingly pick Cane as a hunter is when I am cosplaying as a KD... Sorry, I can't say that word anymore. Rat Sniper. Chausish, I think, is asking a lot of questions here. So I'll try to speedrun these. Hunt is a very hard game. When dealing with tilt, you just gotta do something else. You gotta address it when you're having a bad day, hop off for like an hour, whatever, do something else. I always like to go cook. Cutting vegetables is very soothing for me, and that's what I do to untilt. My favorite Hunt content creator is by far Rakta. That man, that legend, inspired me to not only continue playing Hunt, but also make content for Hunt. 100% Rakta. Love that guy. And if you're seeing this, Rakta, that is a dream come true, man. Thank you. But you probably won't. I've played a lot of Hunt. It's basically the only game I play in recent years. I'm playing a little bit of DOS, Divinity Original Sin 2 with some friends, but mostly just Hunt. Into Hunt Showdown was a lot of little things. I loved the gunplay. I think that was the biggest kicker. The satisfaction of hitting a headshot in this game and hearing that death sound is something that cannot be replicated by any other first-person shooter on the market today. Getting kills in CSGO isn't dissatisfying. Getting kills in Call of Duty isn't dissatisfying. Getting kills in Apex, not satisfying. But getting a headshot in Hunt Showdown is so goddamn satisfying. I would love to upload longer fights. I'm currently working on Adobe Premiere. I have a weird bug where when I import audio or import footage into Adobe Premiere, the audio's out of sync and it's really annoying and I'm not even too sure how to fix it. If you need better hardware, I always recommend, or at least for Hunt Showdown, getting better headsets. Audio is king in this game, and you will win many more fights just because you have a better headset. Caliban891 is asking, what's my favorite moment in Hunt, favorite loadout, not just the guns, but the tools and consumables, and favorite compound? This is a really good question. My favorite moment in Hunt Showdown has to be when I was new to the game. My friends used to run around placing traps everywhere, concertinas, poison, alerts, everything. And since we didn't have very good map knowledge at the time, we would just see a barrel and place a trap. And this became a huge problem for us because any time one of us would do literally anything else, we would just run into each other's traps. It became like a running meme for us that, oh boy, we're setting traps. One of us is going to die to it, right? Loved it. My favorite loadout, outside of running choke bombs and tomahawks, which I almost always run nowadays, my favorite loadout is Trap Gang with concertinas and poisons. I absolutely love placing these kill traps and then just having some unsuspecting person walk into it, right? Because it's one thing to get headshot a mile away, but it's another thing to walk somewhere and you just die. I love it. It's so much fun. Favorite compound? There's a lot of really good compounds in this map, in this game. I think for this question, I think I should pick one for each map. I think for Desal, it's definitely going to be Moses Poultry. I absolutely love that. There's a lot of good fights that have happened there. I think for Stillwater Bayou, it's going to have to be any of the Darrow or Alice Farm compounds. Those two are in such close proximity. They're basically the same thing. Both of those are fantastic. And for Lawson Delta, I think the Lawson Station compound is probably one of my favorites. There's just always crazy fights that happen there, and I absolutely love it. So the nastiest kill I ever got was probably my spawn kill that I have on my channel. 24 seconds into a match and I get a kill. I just can't believe it. I don't think an opportunity like that has ever happened since. Fug Jannies, weird name, wants to know how long I've been making videos and what says today I'm making a video. So I started making videos back in December of last year. I rebranded to Toasted Cowboy. Before that, it was just random Steam names, BS, whatever. My main drive for making a video has always been, well, this is a unique moment that I captured on video. Maybe someone else will like to see it, and I like to post that. The longer videos, it's much more time-consuming, I guess, but I put on some music, I smoke some weed, and I just rest, relax, and I edit. Very soothing, very calming, especially when I want to play Hunt Showdown, but I don't really want to play Hunt Showdown. Brian is asking my opinion on the AFTO and Nitro. So I have a very strong opinion on this. While the vast majority of the community might believe that these guns are memes, I believe that they're amongst the strongest in the game. An LMG that shoots 400 rounds a minute that only needs 2 bullets to kill you, no, that's broken. Nitro, similar thing. A gun that can one-shot you if they hit you anywhere that's not a limb, no, that's broken. Really strong weapons. In the hands of an experienced player, these things are menacing. There's a certain player who's a 6-star aftermath player, and I just hate playing against him. It's not fun. He just wins every time. He just wins. He just sprays me down, man. It's so annoying. Luis Antonio is asking, do I have any tips for newbies, what mode to play first, and how to aim? Aiming in Hunt Showdown is probably the weirdest thing because it's a lowered crosshair, similar to how like Borderlands 3 or even Destiny has it. Very strange. Got to get used to that. That is the key to aiming. I don't recommend playing quick play. That seems like a noob trap to me. It's very not Hunt Showdown. And if you get used to how you're playing that game, you might learn some bad habits that transfer to Bounty Hunt. So, do I have any new tips for newbies? Avoid quick play and play Bounty Hunt. You will lose, learn from your losses, and avoid loud objects. Murdoch is asking, how many hours do I play a week? How many hours do I have total? I play a lot of Hunt Showdown, probably more than any reasonable person should. I probably play around 6 hours a day, a couple in the morning, a couple in the evening. It's about an average. Some days it's more, some days it's less, right? How many hours do I have in total? I have 1,200. I started in the middle of the pandemic. A lot of time sitting at home in quarantine. Not much else to do. Hunt Showdown took it all. So that's how I accumulate a lot of my hours. The reply guy is asking, what's my secret? Do I have any advice for Hunt content creators? FMK, Kane, Revenant, Monroe. So I have a lot of secrets. I don't know which one you really want me to answer. I really wanted to do a I'm cheating joke here, but I just think it'd be in bad taste, right? I'm not cheating. People accuse me enough as it is. I'm not cheating. Do I have any advice? Just keep it up, keep at it. There's gonna be a niche for whatever you're gonna make. Someone's gonna see it. YouTube algorithm won't like it. Something eventually will pop off. FMK, Kane, Revenant, Monroe. So I thought about this one a lot. This was a really tough question for me, but I would fuck Monroe because he's got some beautiful feet that I really want to sniff, right? I really want to lick them toes, if you would. I would marry Revenant because I feel like he would be the only one who could actually marry us, right? He is a priest after all. He's got that bald ass head too, man. Oh. And I would kill Kane because anytime I see Kane, I always die or want to kill him. Just something in me, man. My blood will rage when I see a Kane. Like, it actually makes no sense as to why Monroe has shoes on. He was in an insane asylum in like the 18th century or whatever, 19th century. Prisoners and convicts weren't treated very well back then. So why would they give him shoes? He should be barefoot. Come on, Crytek. Monroe barefoot feet pics when, please. Derringer is asking, Cool Ranch or Ranch? Ranch. But the cool type. So I guess Cool Ranch? I like Cool Ranch. We're talking about Doritos, though. Cool Ranch. Actually, it's still just Cool Ranch. Cool Ranch is objectively cooler than regular ranch. Just makes sense. So just like that, that's the end of the Q&A video. Thank you to everyone who submitted questions. After this video goes up, I'm gonna double back to the comments on that video and answer everything else that I missed. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for viewing, watching, and hopefully liking my content, right? That's kind of, I guess, why you're subscribed. I don't plan on ever stopping doing the short clips of the day. I really like that. That's kind of my claim to fame, if you would. So will never stop doing that. But whatever else I release is definitely going to be a little diverse, right? There may be some full matches, maybe some shorter team fights, skirmishes, maybe a tutorial video, who knows? But definitely more on the channel to come. Thank you all to every single one of you who subscribed, likes, comments on all my videos. I really appreciate it. And I wish you well. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a nice day. Stay safe, everyone.
What? I don't know if that landed on the guy.
I'm still burning, by the way.